Adam made love to his wife Eve, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Cain. She said, "With the help of the Lord, I have brought forth a man." Later, she gave birth to his brother Abel. Now Abel kept flocks, and Cain worked the soil. 3. In the course of time, Cain brought some of the fruits of the soil as an offering to the Lord, and Abel also brought an offering, fat portions from some of the firstborn of his flock. The Lord looked with favor on Abel and his offering, but on Cain and his offering he did not look with favor. So Cain was very angry, and his face was downcast. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" "I don't know," he replied. "Am I my brother's keeper?" The Lord said, "What have you done? Listen, your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth." Cain said to the Lord, "My punishment is more than I can bear. Today you are driving me from the land, and I will be hidden from your presence. I will be a restless wanderer on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me." But the Lord said to him, "Not so, anyone who kills Cain will suffer vengeance 7 times over." Then the Lord put a mark on Cain, so that no one who found him would kill him. So Cain went out from the Lord's presence and lived in the land of Nod, east of Eden. Cain made love to his wife, and she became pregnant and gave birth to Enoch. Cain was then building a city, and he named it after his son Enoch. At this point, let's discuss. Note that Enoch, Cain's son, is no the same. Prophet Enoch we all know. If you have gotten to the point of the story, congratulations, and stay tuned for more stories from the Bible. Cain's story has brought many arguments and speculations that Adam and Eve were not the first humans on earth, but humans to guard the Garden of Eden. Where did Cain's wife came from? How was a single man able to build a whole city all alone? Why was Cain afraid that if others see him he will be killed? Were there others before Cain? Or did Eve give birth to more children after Cain and Abel? Why did the record show to us that Adam and Eve's first children were Cain and Abel? Please read the Bible from Genesis chapter 1 to chapter 3. What are the untold evil deeds of Cain? Cain did not care about God. He was hot-tempered, get angry easily, and did not put much effort in doing things for others. When the time came to offer sacrifices to the Lord, Abel gave his best, the firstborn of his flock, the fat portions, the finest he had. It was a gift of faith, and it pleased God. But Cain brought just some of his fruits. Not the best, not the first, just something. An offering made not from love or devotion, but from duty, and God saw his heart. The heavens were silent toward Cain, his offering rejected, and with it, so was he. Cain's heart burned with jealousy, his face darkened with rage. The seeds of resentment sprouted in his soul, but God in mercy reached out with a warning. Cain ignored the voice of God. He let anger rule. Jealousy twisted his spirit, and in the fields where brother once stood beside brother, blood was spilled. Cain rose against Abel and murdered him. The first human death. The first act of fratricide. A life taken not by war, but by wounded pride. Even when God's voice was in sorrow. Where is your brother Abel? And Cain replied with cold deceit, "Am I my brother's keeper?" But God knew. The ground cried out with Abel's blood. And so Cain was marked, not to be killed, but to live with the weight of his sin, a divine mark, a curse, a warning to all. The story of Cain is more than a tale of jealousy and murder. It is a mirror, reflecting the dangers of an ungrateful heart, a soul corrupted by pride, a warning that even the smallest offerings, when made with the wrong heart, can reveal the darkest truths. The untold evil deeds of Cain were not only in his hands but in his heart long before Abel fell. God rejected his sacrifice, not because of what he brought, but because of who he had become. And yet, even in wrath, God showed mercy. He did not destroy Cain. He marked him, preserved him, not to spare him from justice, but to let the world witness the weight of sin and the need for redemption. Even in the darkest fall, God's justice and grace still speak.